Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Boom Your Business webinar. We have internet today. Everything's working great, so I appreciate everyone joining us. We're going to be talking about SendIt technology, and we're going to talk about how you can apply that to tobacco shops. Now, when I say tobacco shops, it also includes vapor stores, cigar shops, things like that. So we're going to talk about how this will work for those types of businesses. And again, this is the type of business that you'll find in just about every small town around the country. So, or any town, they're all over the place. These vapor stores are just growing like crazy. We're going to talk about the 4 Ps of marketing and how SendIt technology applies in this example. And we're going to close with some clever ideas, which is always kind of fun. So I always like to talk about the SendIt technology, about how simple it is, how easy it is to use, and most importantly, how effective it is. So why would tobacco shops or why would a vapor store use SendIt? Well, you know, they have a much higher response rate versus other advertising methods. For one, can cigarette stores advertise on TV or radio? No, they can't. What about newspaper? Yeah, it's a little iffy depending on where you're at. So they're limited on the ways that they can market and communicate to their customers. So this makes us even more attractive to folks like that. And, you know, the facts are that text messaging has a much higher response rate. It's 5 times more responsive than any other types of marketing that's out there. My favorite point is how fast the communication is. You know, it's proven that 97% of all messages get opened up and read within 4 minutes of being received. So it gives you a huge, powerful tool to go out there and reach your customers in just a few minutes once you send the message. So that's really cool. And also it is so easy to use. It just takes a few minutes to set up your message, push a button, and broadcast it to all your customers. So all that together makes it a very great, powerful tool for businesses. This is a great slide. I love to talk about this. You know, people are in love with their mobile devices. Just think about, where is your mobile device right now? How close is it to you? You know, most people have it within arm's reach. Mine's around me all the time. And whenever it buzzes or beeps or hums or whatever it does, what do? You know, most people pick it up and look at it right away. So that's why you have such a high open rate and that speed. And the facts are, just about everybody has a cell phone. 91% of all adults have a cell phone. And they spend 3 hours and 40 minutes a day now on mobile devices. 3 hours and 40 minutes a day. That's up 26% from the first part of the year. And, you know, they pick up and touch it and check it 150 times a day. So people just love their mobile devices. They can't get away from it. And you think about, is it growing or is it declining? Well, it's growing, and it's growing in a big way. So that's why what we're doing here at SendIt is so exciting. What I want to do now is show you a real quick 4-minute video that tells you exactly how SMS mobile marketing works. So we're going to go ahead and watch the video, and when the video concludes, we'll be back with you live.
Are you looking for more customers and more revenue for your business? Do you know the #1 thing that separates a successful business from its competition? All it comes down to is presence. The number of people who know you're there because you've given them a reason to know. In this day and age, it's getting harder and harder to keep growing your business without using expensive mass marketing tactics. It's simply impossible to gain this presence through old-fashioned forms of advertising such as newspaper ads, radio, TV, and through direct mail. It's impossible because few businesses generate enough income to pay for these expensive and inefficient methods of garnering the attention they need to stand out. You cannot outspend your competition. You must outsmart them. After all, it takes money to make money. What you need is a direct line to your customers, a way to contact them anytime, day or night, and at a cost you can afford. But how are you going to do that? Phone calls? No. Emails? Think again. Text messages? You got it. 2 words. Mobile marketing. An effective and efficient method to get the attention you need. Mobile marketing is the fastest growing means of connecting with your audience. You might think that a fancy website on the internet is the #1 way to communicate with your consumers. But with the 4-to-1 ratio of mobile devices to computers currently in circulation, this fact is quickly becoming outdated. Compared to the 1.8 billion people surfing the internet, 5.2 billion have their mobile phones with them right now. While people may not check their emails every 10 seconds, people can't help but read their text messages right away. In fact, 97% of all text messages are read within 4 minutes of being sent. Because your customer has already agreed to receive your text, they're read quickly and with interest. Each message sent is highly targeted specifically to those looking for your services. And with response rates up to 70 out of every 100 texts, you can bet that your business will grow as a result. So how does it work? First, your customer opts into your list by texting a special keyword. Second, your customer then receives an automated message or special offer promoting your services. But it doesn't stop there, because now you have a means of personally contacting your targeted audience anytime you want to inform them of great new deals and special offers. It's like having a line of people outside your store just waiting for the right opportunity to make a purchase. While other marketing solutions may require a substantial investment, the low cost of mobile marketing guarantees you a good return with the effects felt almost immediately. Not only does mobile marketing promote your product or service, but it builds a long-lasting, loyal fan base for your business. The longer you're in the loop, the stronger your presence becomes. This system is so resilient that once it gains just a little momentum, it doesn't stop. Before you know it, you've created a snowball effect of consumers tuning into your news and special offers. And it only gets more and more effective the longer you keep doing it. With results like this, it's not long before this becomes standard practice for most businesses. So the sooner you act, the more effective it will be. Get a running start on your competition. If your business has been idle or even falling behind, then it's time to start taking leaps forward with what is hands down the fastest, easiest, and most effective means of marketing your customers. Contact us today to get SMS marketing working your business.
I want to briefly talk about the 4 Ps of marketing, and we're going to talk about how that applies. You don't have to be a marketing expert in order to take advantage of the Sendit technology. And when you talk about marketing, this is marketing 101, you always talk about the 4 Ps of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. And we're going to talk briefly about how these 4 Ps of marketing apply towards tobacco stores or vapor stores or cigar shops. So let's talk about that for just a second. Some execution strategies. So on the product side, you have new items. Are there always new items coming out in the tobacco or smoke shop or cigar business? Yeah, you have Marlboro, Ultralight 100, whatever. They have all these different varieties. Cigars, there's always new ones coming in. There's different promotions and specials going on. There's different flavors for both the vapor stores, flavors for the cigarettes, flavors for cigars, and then also the smokeless tobacco. If you think about the Skoal and Copenhagen and all of those different smokeless tobacco products out there, they have all different types of flavors. And this is actually something I have a little bit of expertise in. When I worked for a big corporation in another part of my life, we were actually the #1 smokeless tobacco retailer in the country. We grew our business from nothing to become the #1 smokeless tobacco retailer in the country. We're also the #2 cigarette retailer in the country. And so we did this out of a very small footprint. Pretty exciting how that business grew. So I know a little bit about selling tobacco products, smokeless products, and also the e-cigarettes. When you start talking about price, you walk into a store, there's a 3-pack deal or there's a 3-can deal all the time. Why is that important for a tobacco shop to promote those items? Well, just think about it for a second. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked, never even tried it. But I do understand smokers' habits. And when somebody's a smoker, how much do they smoke? Is a pack a day average? Is it below average? Is it above average? Most people smoke about a pack a day. So if they come into your store today and they say, I want a pack of Marlboro, no problem. Well, if you offer them a 3-pack deal, say if you buy 3, you save 45 cents. people say, yeah, go ahead, because they know they're going to smoke them anyway. They're getting a good deal. It's a good value for the customer. But here's the deal. If they buy a pack of cigarettes every day, they're only getting one from you today, then that means tomorrow, where are they going? They could come back to you, but maybe they go to somewhere else. So if you can get the 3 on the spot, you know that you're going to keep them away from one of your competitors for the next 3 days. So it's really an effective strategy. And smokers love it because they save money. It saves them a trip. And the retailer likes it too because it increases their sales. So it's a really effective strategy to focus on 3-pack deals. You can do the same thing with cans of smokeless tobacco. You can do 3-can deals. Also, there's carton pricing. Now, some areas, some parts of the country, cartons are 60, 70, $80 a carton, and that's a big chunk out of somebody's pocket. But other parts of the country, it's really a competitive way, and a lot of businesses mark those down to state minimum pricing, or you get the best price per pack on your carton deals. So it makes sense to promote that and talk about that to your customers, and you can reach out to them through text messaging. Maybe you do same thing with cigars. You can do a whole box of cigars and promote that message out there to your cigar smokers. You can have a different list within the campaigns. You can have a list for cigarettes. You can have a list for smokeless. You can have a list for cigars, or you can have a list for vapor. So there's all these different ways you can execute the strategy. And to promote it, you can have a VIP club and you'll get the best offers. Maybe sometimes the manufacturers bring in t-shirts or hats or something else to generate a little bit of excitement. You can reach out to those VIP club members and give them the first chance to get those very special deals that come in. The other thing that, if you're not familiar with smokeless tobacco and cigarettes, freshness is really an important thing. The smokeless tobacco guys, very first thing they do when they get a can of Skoal or Copenhagen, they flip it over and look at the date at the bottom of the can. That freshness is really important to them. And so it could be a good promotion to just emphasize how important freshness is to your business and how you're making sure that you have the freshest product available on your shelves all the time. And that's what sells smokeless tobacco. That's what sells cigarettes and cigars. So lots of different ideas there. You don't need to be an expert on that business to understand it, but if you can talk to them, talk their talk just a little bit, it'll help you communicate with them and help them understand how Send It can work for them. So a couple other clever ideas. You can always send out very special promotions during slow periods to throttle your business. And we use this example in most of the Boom Your Business webinars because it works. If you can send out a message, it's raining or it's just slow for whatever reason, send a message out to your customers with a special deal. Say, hey, between now and 3 o'clock today, we're doing 20% off, or we're doing buy one, get one, whatever the deal may be. But you can throttle your business to keep that traffic coming in all the time. Maybe you do some special happy hour and sampling. In the picture, I have a list of the e-liquid flavor list. So this, if you're not familiar with vapor cigarettes or electronic cigarettes, you can get all these different flavors. And I'm looking at the list here. You got cherry vanilla twist and green apple and Coca-Cola, and gosh, there's all kinds of different flavors. And people may not want to buy a whole package of that because they may not like the flavor. So maybe you have a sampling party. Maybe they have a vapor lounge where people can enjoy the product and try different flavors. Maybe they do that one night a week or 2 nights a week. So lots of interesting ideas on things that they can do to drive traffic. And of course, we always want to emphasize our digital fishbowl campaigns. That's the fastest way any business can build their list of customers. And they can do a gift certificate or prizes or whatever type of giveaway they want. But that digital fishbowl is the fastest way to grow your list. And we always want to make sure we recommend that to our customers because that'll get them off to a fast start. We went through Send It technology today. We used an example of tobacco shops. And again, tobacco shops, vapor stores, cigar shops, cigar lounges. We talked about how the 4 Ps of marketing kind of fit in with the Send It technology and the tobacco shop business. Kind of gave a couple of clever ideas of how it all fits together. So that's all I have. I'm going to take a second here and check to see if we have anything in our questions. We do not. I really would like to thank everybody for joining us today. My name is Paul Wells. I'm the Vice President of Marketing Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate everybody. If you have any questions or thoughts, please reach out to me. I'd be glad to talk to you. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks so much.